Very good afternoon, everyone. Very good afternoon. Welcome back to the CA class. So, in today's class, we are going to cover 12th and 13th July CA. Before I move ahead, can you please confirm, is the audio and video good? Anyone? Good to go? All right. So, let's begin with the first segment, ESI Finance and Business News. Here, first news says, Kumar Mangalam Birla has now joined USI SPF Executive Committee. Now, what is this? This basically is US India Strategic Partnership Forum, US India Strategic Partnership Forum Executive Committee. अब ये जो forum है, this particular forum is working towards say investment and all, like greenfield investment, etc. So Kumar Mangalam Birla has joined its executive committee, and this can be important. Also remember because Aditya Birla Group is the largest Indian greenfield investor in the US. The Aditya Birla Group is the largest greenfield investor. Greenfield or brownfield investment में आपको difference पता ही है. So far we have discussed n number of times, that greenfield investment is particularly when you invest into something starting right from scratch, right? And brownfield investment is when you build upon the existing infrastructure. So this news is there, remember. Also, there is one fact which you have to remember is that he was also conferred with the Global Leadership Award by US India Strategic Partnership Forum at its 8th annual Leadership Summit. तो यहाँ पर इनको ये award भी मिला था. Then moving ahead, next news says India now makes faster payments than any other country. This is due to UPI. UPI की वजह से India makes the fastest online payments as compared to any other country. Okay, so according to the data is coming from IMF basically. According to IMF's note, which is titled Growing Retail Digital Payments, the value of interoperability, India leads in faster payments due to rapid growth of UPI. And if you look at the data, UPI now processes over 18 billion transactions monthly. Remember this figure, over 18 billion transactions monthly. All right. So this is the figure, and then next we have Comet being launched by Perplexity AI. तो Perplexity ने आपका Comet launch किया है. Perplexity has introduced Comet, which is a new AI powered web browser. Comet क्या है आप याद रखेंगे. Also remember Comet belongs to Perplexity AI, एक नया AI powered web browser है. Now this is to challenge Google. Okay, Google Chrome's dominance in the market, because now you see everyone knows whenever you have to browse across the web, right, we are using Google as the most prominent and most frequently used web browser. So this Comet is going to challenge Google in terms of web browsing. Remember this fact, it is important. Then again, very important one is government grants section 54 EC tax benefit to IREDA bonds. IREDA जो आपकी एजेंसी है, which is Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency. IREDA क्या है? Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency. तो Central Board of Direct Taxes under Ministry of Finance has notified bonds issued by IREDA to be classified as long-term specified asset under 54 EC of the Income Tax Act 1961. Now it would have implications. इससे इन्वेस्टर्स को बहुत फायदा है. कैसे फायदा है हम समझते हैं इसको. सबसे पहले आपको याद रखना है IREDA के जो bonds issue किए जाएंगे, all the bonds issued by IREDA, now they will be coming under the benefit provided under section 54 EC. So first of all you need to remember this section as well. Okay, section 54 EC of Income Tax Act. Now what happens is there is long term capital gain, right? Suppose you have purchased some land, आपके पास कोई land है, and then you have sold it as a long term asset, you have held this for long term. Now you are selling it and you are earning a capital gain. कैपिटल गेन क्या होता है? आपने जितना इन्वेस्ट किया था, जब आप बेच रहे हैं, व्हेन यू आर सेलिंग एन एसेट, तो उसका ज़्यादा प्राइस आपको मिलता है, सो दैट इज कैपिटल गेन, राइट? नाउ सपोज यू हैव मेड अ कैपिटल गेन अप टू 50 lakhs. How much? Up to 50 lakhs. Just for an example, and this is long term capital gain. You have held that asset for very long term, right? Not short term. Now, 50 lakh which you have earned as a capital gain is taxable, right? You know that capital gains are taxable, all right? Since capital gains are taxable, you can do what? Any bond issued by IRDA, you can invest up to 50 lakh, या वहाँ से जो आपको capital gain मिला, उससे आप IRDA का bond खरीद सकते हैं. If you purchase this bond, whatever money you have invested into this bond will fall under tax exemption, and this is the provision of 54 EC. Is that point clear to everyone? Yes or no? So this is the implication. You can actually save your tax by investing that capital gain amount up to 50 lakh rupees into IRDA bonds. This is the application of it coming under 54 EC. All right. और ये अमाउंट भी आपको ध्यान रखना है. एलिजिबल अमाउंट कितना है? अप टू हाउ मच यू कैन इन्वेस्ट एंड सेव टैक्सेस. यू कैन एक्चुअली सेव लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन टैक्स अप टू 50 लाख रुपीज. ओके, यानी आप अपना लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन 50 लाख तक का जो कैपिटल गेन है उसको यहाँ इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं. दिस इज द थिंग. 50 lakh, up to 50 lakh capital gains. Now, next one, regulatory bodies news. So, NABARD recently has celebrated 44th Foundation Day on July 12th. So, this can be important to remember. NABARD recently has observed its 44th Foundation Day on 12th of July. Okay, 12th of July. Then moving ahead with the banking news here, government to sell minority stake in LIC. आपको पता है there is public shareholding requirement, right? So government is planning. अभी plan हो रहा है. Government is planning to further reduce its stake in LIC through an offer for sale. Current holding कितनी है government की? 96.5%, right? Presently it is holding 96.5% of stake, but they have to meet this 10% public shareholding requirement by May 2027. You know कि 10% public shareholding होनी चाहिए और government की 96 से तो इनको इतना कम से कम reduce करना पड़ेगा. 6.5 they will have to offload. 6.5% they will have to offload because this is regulatory requirement, right? So to meet this 10% requirement by May 2027, government is planning to do that. और अभी आपको ध्यान रखना है कि present shareholding, government is holding 96.5%. Because recently, okay, so here you can see the government needs to offload another 6.5% stake in the public sector life insurer. Why? Because there is a mandatory 10% public shareholding requirement they need to meet by May 2027. All right. Then next one, India widens global funds access to $639 billion credit market. So India basically has expanded the usage of derivative product popular with foreign investors, giving them wider access to nation's $639 billion credit market. अब ये किस मार्केट की बात हो रही है पर्टिकुलरली? इसको बोलते हैं टोटल रिटर्न स्वैप्स. Total return swaps for corporate bond. Now you need to understand what is this market. Total return swap का market काफी बड़ा है. और what is this happening? First, let's take an example. So you know that there is Gift City, right? So suppose there is a bank, say HSBC, located in Gift City, right? HSBC है Gift City में. Now let's say there is some foreigner, ABC. This person wants to invest into Indian corporate bond market, या Indian companies, okay? Wants to invest into Indian corporate bond market, या companies. Now, you see, owning a company, having FDI, there are lot of regulatory requirements which you need to meet as an investor, right? So this person ABC, a foreign investor, does not want any hurdles, does not want any such, things to be there, any regulatory hurdles or what. So the person wants very simple process via which it can invest into Indian companies or Indian corporate bond market, right? What it can do is via Gift City branch of this HSBC, it can come into an agreement with HSBC जिसमें टोटल रिटर्न स्वैप एग्रीमेंट है. HSBC सपोज इज होल्डिंग शेयर्स ऑफ इंडियन कंपनीज, ठीक है. सो इनका एग्रीमेंट क्या होता है कि ये इसको एक फिक्स्ड रिटर्न प्रोवाइड कराएगा. सपोज HSBC के पास जो शेयर्स हैं उस पे HSBC को मिल रहा है 8% एनुअल रिटर्न, 8% एनुअल रिटर्न. अभी ये जो टोटल रिटर्न स्वैप एग्रीमेंट साइन होगा इसमें व्हाट दे कैन डू इज ABC विल से दैट आई विल पे यू अ फिक्स्ड 6% रिटर्न. I will pay you a 6% return. Whatever interest and say principal total return आपको यहाँ से जो मिल रहे हैं, you will transfer me all those return. जितने भी economic benefits हैं, जितने भी economic benefits हैं, you will transfer me all those benefits. तो इससे क्या हुआ? All the economic returns of holding these company shares are going to that investor. HSBC को क्या फायदा है? It is getting fixed return, so risk aversion. Suppose it does not have to care now about any falling prices or interest of the bond in the bond market. Fixed return मिल रहा है तो इसका security हो गया, इसको सारे returns मिल गए, regulatory hurdles से deal नहीं करना पड़ा. This is the total return swap agreement. Is that clear, everyone? Yes or no? Yes? All right. So this is the news basically. यहाँ पर हमने बोला है that the Gift City has allowed global banks now like HSBC and Standard Chartered to provide economic zone as offer total return swaps for corporate bonds. यानी they can offer such agreements for corporate bonds. तो जो आपके international banks हैं they can now provide such agreements to the investors for corporate bonds. Example हमने देख ही लिया है. This is how they are going to work. Now next one is Muthoot FinCorp has announced Spark Awards for small business owners. Small business owners के लिए इन्होंने awards announce किए हैं. The Muthoot FinCorp has announced the launch of Muthoot FinCorp Spark Awards, an initiative of its kind to celebrate India's small business owners. ठीक है. National news में this is just a fact that Tesla is going to come to India. Okay, it is expected to open its first center in Mumbai. फर्स्ट शोरूम इन मुंबई. तो टेस्ला इंडिया में आने वाला है ऑन जुलाई 15. इट विल बी ओपनिंग इट्स फर्स्ट शोरूम इन मुंबई. इज गोइंग टू डेब्यू इन इंडिया. देन नेक्स्ट वन इज वाइल्ड लाइफ बोर्ड क्लियर्स ओवर 30 डिफेंस प्रोजेक्ट्स हियर. सो बेसिकली द स्टैंडिंग कमिटी ऑफ नेशनल बोर्ड फॉर वाइल्ड लाइफ हैज रिकमेंडेड 32 डिफेंस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रपोजल्स. अब ये बेसिकली ये प्रपोजल्स हैं जितने भी आपके वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी या रिजर्व्ड एरियाज हैं, प्रोटेक्टेड एरियाज हैं, इनमें से कुछ एरियाज आउट ऑफ दीज एरियाज सर्टेन एरियाज आर नाउ परमिटेड टू बी यूज्ड फॉर डिफेंस पर्पस. अब इसका एम क्या है? टू एनहांस इंडियाज डिफेंस border preparedness, right? So let's see. The proposals basically involve diversion of land from protected areas, across these states. तो जितने protected areas हैं उससे land को हमें diverse करना है for defense purposes from Arunachal Pradesh, Gujarat, Ladakh and Sikkim, because all these 4 states and the UT, they hold a strategic importance in terms of border security, right? So Arunachal Pradesh mein the committee has cleared 2 major projects. The Dibang Wildlife Sanctuary, Dibang Wildlife Sanctuary में 56 किलोमीटर मलीने बलुआ कपुड़ा रोड को अप्रूव किया है इसके लिए. देन गुजरात नारायण सरोवर वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी, इसमें 2 प्रोजेक्ट्स अप्रूव किए हैं. कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ बॉर्डर आउटपोस्ट लिंक रोड एंड फॉर सेटिंग अप अ हेलीपैड, लिविंग एरिया एंड ट्रेनिंग स्पेस एट रोदासर लाकी. ओके, सो यहाँ पर आपको बेसिकली हेलीपैड वगैरह की फैसिलिटी अप्रूव की है इन नारायण सरोवर वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी. Then in Ladakh, the committee has approved over 2 dozen proposals, most within the Karakoram and Changtang cold desert wildlife sanctuaries. So maximum जो यहाँ पर आपके projects approve हुए हैं, they have been approved in the Karakoram and Changtang cold desert wildlife sanctuaries. तो सिक्किम में then you have committee approving the forest land from Pangolakha wildlife sanctuary for operating a hot mix plant of the BRO's project Swastik in Gangtok district. तो अलग अलग projects के लिए यहाँ पर अप्रूव किए हैं. रिमेंबर सिक्किम में पंगलोखा है, लद्दाख में काराकोरम है and all other projects which we have discussed. They will be utilized for defense purposes. Then Google launches AI innovations to make agricultural practices more data driven. So Google basically has unveiled a new open source AI innovation initiative which is aiming to transform and strengthen India's agricultural sector and making AI models more sensitive to the country's linguistic and cultural diversity. इसके लिए इन्होंने लॉन्च किया है एग्रीकल्चरल मॉनिटरिंग एंड इवेंट डिटेक्शन API. Agricultural monitoring and event detection API. Now this is going to do what? It will be providing information on crop and field activity across India. Across India, whatever information is required on crop and field activity, it will be providing so that targeted solutions can be built up to support agricultural productivity in India. Also, the researchers at the Google DeepMind have collaborated with IIT Kharagpur to build localized data sets on India's cultural tapestry as a part of Google's Amplify initiative, so that large language models can be equipped with better linguistic and cultural context. तो ये भी इसी के साथ आप point याद रख सकते हैं. That's it regarding this news. Then here we have a very factual information, right? Center has now allocated 5.2 million tons of rice for ethanol production in 25-26. Remember this. How much? 5.2 million tons. Ethanol आपको सबको पता है. Ethanol is blended with the fuel to make it cleaner, right? Ethanol blending का हमारा कितना target है अभी at present? What is our target of ethanol blending, if you can tell me? So ethanol production के लिए ethanol बहुत सारी चीज़ों से बनता है. Lot of products can be used to convert them into ethanol, like sugarcane molasses, then you have cassava, then you have rice. Lot of bioproducts can be used. So 5.2 million tons of rice have been approved, and further the center also has notified the policy on selling food grains from official reserves under open market sale scheme. तो ओपन मार्केट स्कीम में जो गवर्नमेंट का स्टॉक है उसमें से दे वांट टू सेल फूड ग्रेन्स, और उसके लिए इन्होंने प्राइसेस सेट की हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल वीट की अगर हम बात करें, वी हैव ऑलरेडी कवर्ड दिस थिंग. वीट में रिजर्व प्राइस फॉर वीट, रिजर्व प्राइस, व्हाट इज रिजर्व प्राइस? Reserve price is basically minimum price below which the government will not be selling it at in the open market, right? So reserve price is the minimum price. Now reserve price of wheat has been fixed at rupees 2,550 per quintal. Okay, so remember this has been increased from the previous year, which was only 2300 or 2325 in the last year. And then rice pricing की अगर हम बात करें for different categories, for distilleries, ethanol production के लिए जो distilleries हैं उनके लिए allocation क्या है? 5.2 million tons का, ये we have discussed. Rate क्या रहेगी? 2,320 क्विंटल. ओके, पीरियड क्या रहेगा? फॉर एथेनॉल सप्लाई ईयर 25 से 26. फॉर दिस टाइम फ्रेम दिस मच प्राइस दे विल बी at this price they will be providing them rice stocks. Then new category has been introduced. कैटेगरी क्या है? ब्रोकन राइस अंडर द राइस मिलिंग ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन स्कीम. सो दे हैव ऑल्सो इंट्रोड्यूस अ न्यू कैटेगरी द ब्रोकन राइस. इसमें बायर्स कौन होंगे? प्राइवेट पार्टीज होंगी जो ई ऑक्शन के थ्रू दे विल बाय इट, एंड फॉर दिस द रेट विल बी 2320 per quintal, again same price here, effective from 1st November 2025. So broken rice category can also be now purchased. Then for central cooperative agencies रिटेल अंदर भारत ब्रांड, जो भारत ब्रांड के प्रोडक्ट्स को सेल कर रहे हैं, भारत ब्रांड में कोऑपरेटिव रिटेलर्स जो हैं लाइक नाफेड, एनसीसीएफ, केंद्रीय भंडार, उनके लिए रेट क्या रहेगी? 2480 पर क्विंटल, एंड द पीरियड कवर्ड एट दिस प्राइस वुड बी November 1st 2025 to June 30th 2026. Okay, and also rupees 200 per quintal subsidy will be provided under price stabilization fund. Also for institutional buyers यानी जो bulk consumers हैं, बल्क कंज्यूमर्स जो बल्क में खरीद रहे हैं, रेट होगी 2480 पर क्विंटल. फॉर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज या कम्युनिटी किचन्स इट विल बी 2320 सेम. इसमें नो ई ऑक्शन इज रिक्वायर्ड. अगेन द सेम पीरियड वुड बी कवर्ड 1st November to June 30th. Okay, but allocated quantity has been reduced from 3.6 million tons to 3.2 million tons now. The quantity allocated has been reduced here. Then e-auction reserve prices जो रहेगी based on the broken rice percentage for next year, up to 10% broken rice के लिए प्राइस रहेगी 3090 रुपीज़ पर क्विंटल, एंड अप टू 25% ब्रोकन राइस के लिए 2890, यानी जितना ज़्यादा ब्रोकन राइस होगा उतनी प्राइस कम होगी. ओके, नाउ मूविंग अहेड विद द इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़ हियर. India and ASEAN, they have adopted new 5-year action plan. So External Affairs Minister of State for External Affairs, Pabitra, co-chaired the ASEAN-India Foreign Ministers meeting in Malaysia, and they saw an adoption of new ASEAN-India Plan of Action for 26 to 30 time frame. Remember, the time period here covered would be 2026 to 2030. Under this, they will be expanding cooperation on strategic sectors. Okay, so this will be expanding cooperation between India and ASEAN on strategic sectors. 2026 to 2030 is the time frame. Remember this thing. Then MOUs mein, first we have the Glenmark Pharmaceuticals and AbbVie. They have partnered to commercialize the investigational drug ISB 2001 targeting cancer and autoimmune diseases. इसके commercialization के लिए ISB 2001 जो drug है, which is तो यहाँ पर इन्होंने collaborate किया है. They are targeting cancer disease and autoimmune diseases with this. The next one is Digital University of Kerala and Tata Elxsi have collaborated on technology-driven initiatives under cybersecurity projects. Then third one is between Tata Autocom and Skoda to enter Indian rail and metro component segment. They will be working towards rail propulsion. I think we have discussed this thing in earlier class as well. Rail propulsion they will be working on. Okay, Skoda and Tata Autocom. Then VinFast has partnered with Betex Energies to provide comprehensive high voltage battery recycling, material recovery and repurposing services for VinFast India's factory. VinFast India की factory के लिए. So these were your MOUs. Then let's see the indices and rankings. So Forbes 2025 list of America's richest immigrants is out. Now this is of richest immigrants, remember, right? Those who have settled in America from other countries. So remember, India has overtaken Israel in terms of number of foreign born billionaires in the US. So India Indians ने यहाँ पर भी टॉप किया है. जितने फॉरेन बॉर्न बिलियनर्स हैं यूएस में, मैक्सिमम आर कमिंग फ्रॉम इंडिया. ओके, इंडिया स्टैंड्स एट द टॉप विद 12 बिलियनर्स फॉलोड बाय इजराइल एंड ताइवान. Richest Indian American on the list is Jay Chaudhary, founder of cyber security giant Zscaler. So these are top 5 Indian origin billionaires on the Forbes list. Jay Chaudhary, then you have Vinod Khosla, then Rakesh Gangwal, Ramesh T. Wadhwani and Rajiv Jain. Okay, so these are your in different segments, these are the top 5 Indian origin billionaires They have topped the Forbes list. Awards की बात करते हैं. We have 2025 Pen Pinter Prize. Now what is this Pen Pinter Prize? It was basically established in 2009 in memory of a Nobel laureate playwright Harold Pinter. Okay, they acknowledge the work towards literature and human rights. Also in 2025 the winner is Leila Ebolela. Okay, so remember her name. A Sudanese Scottish writer she is, Leila. Then next one, Telangana has received award for leadership in battery manufacturing here. So this award can also be important. Telangana has bagged the Indian Energy Storage Alliance Industry Excellence Award 2025 under the category of State Leadership Battery Manufacturing. Okay, they have developed a robust ecosystem for battery manufacturing and new energy technologies in India. And this award was presented during the 11th India Energy Storage Week in New Delhi. Sports की बात करते हैं. We have India to host 2 world-class shooting events now. So India has received the hosting rights of 2 world-class shooting events. 2 world-class shooting events हैं जो India host करेगा. The combined World Cup will be held in 2027 and a Junior World Cup will be held in 2028. The International Shooting Sport Federation has awarded the rights to India during the Executive Committee meeting. Remember this. तो 27 में combined होगा और Junior Championship होगी 2028 में. Then appointments में we have Laurent Mekies has been appointed as CEO of Red Bull Racing and Ajoy Chawla, MD of Titan Company Limited. And that's it for the CA. Now let's discuss the top 5 MCQs for your revision. First question in front of you. All right, everyone. First question. According to an IMF note, in terms of say value of interoperability of payments, India leads in faster payments due to rapid growth of UPI. UPI has processed over how many billion transactions monthly? What is the answer? 18 billion, right? Option B. UPI processes 18 billion, over 18 billion transactions monthly. Okay. Then next one is Central Board of Direct Taxes under Ministry of Finance has notified bonds issued by IREDA as long-term specified asset under Section 44 EC of Income Tax Act. Now, with this provision, eligible investors can save tax on long-term capital gains up to how much lakh rupees in a financial year? Very good. The correct answer is 50 lakh rupees, right? Option C. Then government is planning to further reduce its stake in LIC. Currently, it is holding 96.5% of the stake. So, you need to tell me that the government aims to meet how much percentage of public shareholding requirement by May 2027? The public shareholding requirement is 10%, right? Option D. Public shareholding requirement is 10%. Next question. Center recently has notified a policy on selling food grains from official reserves under open market scheme. So, under this, the reserve price or the minimum price of wheat has been fixed at how much rupees per quintal for this year? Wheat का reserve price इन्होंने कितना fix किया है? I think it 2550 है, right? 2550 होना चाहिए. It is 2550, isn't it? I think the options do not have this option. 2450 है, 2550 है, एक सेकेंड, या 2250 है, आई ऑल्सो फॉरगॉट, जस्ट अ सेकेंड. Yes, so it is 2550 as I was telling you. 2550 होगा, तो अगर हम इसको 25 कर दें then option D will be correct, right? 2550 ही है, remember. Then next one, the pen Pinter Prize was established in 2009. So this year the pen Pinter Prize has been awarded to whom among the following? Very good. Laila Abolella has been awarded with this award. Then आज का learning exercise आपके लिए, which of the following states has backed the Indian Energy Storage Alliance Industry Excellence Award 2025 under the category of State Leadership Battery Manufacturing? तो ये आपको बताना है. In the comment section you will be telling me the answer for this question. In the last class the question I gave you was EU ministers recently have given permission to which of the country to join the Eurozone as 21st member. So yes, Bulgaria is the right answer. And आप में से काफ़ी लोगों ने महेश and Saurav Kumar Dubey, you have also given additional information like the difference between eCubear and NDSOM. तो yes, eCubear basically primary market के लिए है, NDSOM facilitates your secondary market trade, right? So that is quite impressive. All of you have provided the right answer, and that's it for today's session. I will see you all in the next session. Till then, have a great day. Thank you so much for staying tuned. See you in the next class. Suyash, yes, what exactly is your question? You're asking the CA's relevance in the exam or graduation's relevance? Yes. So you have completed graduation, then what is exactly your question? You are checking the eligibility? See, if you are a graduate, then you are eligible. हाँ, so you can start preparing. Of course, you will be eligible क्योंकि generally जो generalist की post आती हैं सब में उसका eligibility criteria graduation ही है, right? So yes, of course, you can start preparing now itself for RBI Grade B and other exams. That would be helpful. यस, करंट अफेयर्स दोनों के लिए हेल्पफुल है, और SBI PO के लिए आप SBI स्पेसिफिक न्यूज़ थोड़ी सी और कवर कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. ये जो करंट अफेयर्स दे रहे हैं हम आपको अक्रॉस एग्जामिनेशंस दे आर रिलेवेंट, जो आपके बैंकिंग एग्जाम्स हैं, रेगुलेटरी एग्जाम्स हैं, अदर एग्जामिनेशंस, बट कुछ स्पेसिफिक चीज़ें आप ऐड कर सकते हैं. जैसे SBI PO में जो SBI रिलेटेड पर्टिकुलर न्यूज़ हैं उसको भी आप फैक्ट्स को कवर कर सकते हैं. ओके, SBI की कुछ रिपोर्ट्स हैं, कुछ स्पेसिफिक डेटा है, तो उनको आप एक्स्ट्रा कवर करेंगे. अदरवाइज दिस मच विल बी रेलेवेंट बट नॉट सफिशिएंट, बिकॉज वहाँ पर कुछ और एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन पूछेंगे तो उसको आपको ऐड ऑन करना होगा. ऑल राइट, एनीथिंग एल्स? Okay, all right then everyone, thank you so much. See you in the next session.